Welcome back on this channel. In this video, we're gonna talk about something that is so important when it comes to reality creation and manifesting, creating the life that you want. It's why you must think greater than your current situation, but it's also the number one biggest pitfall that most people don't realize of why they keep on perpetuating their situation instead of really creating and shifting their reality in a big way. So let's break this down on a board so that you completely understand in the simplest way possible how and why you must think greater than what you currently see around you. Let's go. And before we jump into the video, guys, I want to welcome you on this channel. If you want to see more of this kind of video, please share, like, and subscribe. Take some time to help me grow this channel. I appreciate you a lot. Now, let's go to the video, guys. Here's the thing. This is the most common way 99% of the people live and experience their reality. There is something here on step number one that they experience. They can see, they can feel, they can touch, they can experience something in their current reality, right? So they're letting the external reality control them. And this is so important because on step one here, if you let the external world here influence you, it's going to inevitably lead you to think and feel a certain way based on what you experience, based on what you see, based on what you witness and observe from the external world. So your external world is dictating how you are thinking and feeling about the world, about your situation, about your money, about your manifestation, about your goals, your success, whatever you may be trying to create. And the moment you are in this path, the moment you let your external world affect and control the way you feel, you are off track. You are, as Neville Goddard say, being the old version of yourself, meaning that it's your thinking and feeling and behaviors and attitude and self-image that initially created the external condition. So if you let the external condition continue to influence the way you think and feel, guess what's coming next? The only thing that can be coming next is that your attitude and behavior and decisions are going to be the same. So if you see something here on step one and on step two, you think and feel based on what you see, and it starts to create lack, and it starts to create anger, or it starts to create scarcity, or it starts to create hopelessness or victim mentality. What you're going to see on step number three and then number four is more of the same. Because based on how you think and feel, you're going to create an attitude, you're going to create certain behaviors, you're going to create certain habits, you're going to create certain decisions that will inevitably lead you to the same result. And what's going to happen then? You're back on step one. So you're in that loop. You're getting the same result, which create the same thinking and feeling, which create the same attitude, behaviors, habits, and decisions, which lead again to similar results. Based on where you feel, based on the attitude and behaviors that you have, you're creating and perpetuating certain results, and you're stuck in that loop. And this is the trap that Neville Goddard talks a lot in his books. This is where you need to completely rewire your subconscious mind. You have to rewire the way you think, you have to rewire your attitude, your self-image, and your understanding of reality. And that's why this video is very, very important, because if you keep on experiencing life the old way, if you keep letting what is happening around you control the way you think and feel and your attitude and what you do and the decisions you make, how is your result ever gonna change? You gotta really consider that question. How is anything ever gonna change if you never changed who you are, what you do? So the question is, what is then the better way? What is the correct way, so to speak, for you to break that cycle, for you to get into a higher level of understanding, into a higher level of creation, and to create a new cycle for you to achieve, create, and live the life that you want? Well, you have to apply what Neville talks and teach, which is think not according to current situation, but think from what you want. And this is where people get confused. This is where like, how do I think from something I don't have, right? This is where the mind gets all mixed up and all weird and gets all like, how can I deny my reality when it's slapping me in the face every fucking day? So you have to pause and relax. It's not about denying what is, okay? Because the first step to change anything is to see, okay, I do not like or want this situation any longer. So the contrast of this situation create a desire for something new in myself, which is good. So I have to accept where I am, and then I have to stop letting this situation control the way I think and feel. And I need to go to a new level of understanding, a new level of being, a new level of consciousness, so to speak. So what do I mean by that? You have to go here. Step one, you have to ask yourself, what do I really want? What is the result that I want to have in my life right now? Why do we start by the end? Because when you start from the end and knowing exactly what you want to create in your life, you can reverse engineer the state of being, the state of consciousness, the thought, the feeling, the attitude, the self-image, the decision and behaviors that you need to change and create a new loop. So let's have a look at what this cycle looks like. So you have here a result, and you let what you want control in step number 2 the way you think and feel. So if you were to start thinking about what you want in a way that you already have it, how would you think and feel differently? Neville Goddard talks a lot about being in a state of the wish fulfilled, having mental conversations from what you want, meaning not longer thinking about, oh my God, look at my bank account, look at, I have no money, look, I have struggling with clients, I don't have enough of this, or whatever, right? But instead, you have to start thinking about wealth, abundance, success, a car, whatever it is you're creating, right? I don't know. As if you already have it. As if this has already added something in your life. Maybe you're having conversation with people. Maybe you're appreciating that new job. Maybe you're creating new conversation with your coworker. Maybe the voices in your head are more positive, more uplifting. You're talking to yourself about yourself differently. Whatever the case may be, you're thinking, your thoughts here, and the way you feel about yourself, about your financial situation, or your success, or your relationship, or your body, your weight, whatever it might be, must be different than your current situation and the current thinking that you have that created the situation. This must be extremely clear and precise for you. Why is that? Because life is a mirror of your state of consciousness. And again, your state of consciousness is always objectifying itself. So you cannot expect your result to change if step 2 and 3 here haven't changed. So you have to start from step 1, think, and then go think and feel differently, which will then naturally lead you to step number 3 and a new step number 4, which is here. You're gonna have a new attitude, new behaviors, new decisions, and ultimately you'll get new results. And then guess what? Your new results start to affect the way you think and feel naturally. And now you broke that older loop and you're on into a new loop that constantly reinforces itself until you're trying to create something new, something else. This is critical to understand. It's like changing a disc, right? You've been playing this old broken record, and now you're taking it out, you threw it away, and you're playing a new record, okay? And you're enjoying the music. You must elevate the way you think and feel about life. You must stop thinking and feeling and letting your external environment control how you think and feel about yourself, about the world, about your situation, about what you can or cannot do. You cannot allow yourself to feel like a victim if you ever going to want to create new results in your life. Again, I want to emphasize the importance that this is not about denial. This is not about not addressing important issue in your life, but it's about looking at this and feeding the desire that you have naturally to grow to something else, and to then be like, okay, if my thinking right now is keeping me in this result, if my thinking and feeling and behaviors and decision, who I am, is keeping me, and I see that I'm keep on creating the same result, I must address it in my attitude, in my behaviors, in my decisions, and in the way I think and feel. This is what it means when Navigator said you must think greater than what is happening around you. And if you do that over and over and over again, and to the best of your ability, you cannot just revamp and change and alter and modify your state of consciousness. You are going to start seeing results. And it might not be boom, the thing straight away, but you might see synchronicity, you might see small evidences, you might see, little birds before lions metaphor, so to speak. You will see some form of movement, because life is a mirror that reflects how you think, how you feel, and your state of consciousness. So what you can do to hijack this and to really expand it, right? Because the more you focus on it, the more it expands, because focus equals energy, and life creation is energy. So every time you see any form of movement, anything here on the result, you must allow it to change and reinforce the way you feel. Because there's nothing as satisfying to your conscious mind, the logical, rational, reasoning fact of your mind, to have evidence, to have, oh my God, it's working. See, it's working. See, I'm seeing it. See, my efforts are paying off. It acts as a convincer that will reinforce that new belief, but I will also show you evidence of this process and this teaching, because until you experience it, it remains knowledge. And knowledge is dead information until you have that physical experience, and then you can turn it into wisdom, your own wisdom. So this is the thing, guys, okay? If you want to create anything else, if you want to break any old patterns of attracting, creating certain things in your life, you must elevate how you think and feel, and you must stop letting your external environment control the way you think and feel, the decision and behaviors and the results you have. Because if you keep on thinking, feeling, doing the same old thing over and over again, and expecting things to change, that is something you really have to consider, how insane that is, okay? So let me know what you think down in the comment, guys. I want to keep it extremely simple, because it is very simple, but the complexity happens in your own ability to manage what goes on in your mind, to manage the thoughts, the habits, the beliefs that are being conditioned to create your current result. And the old self that has created your current reality is gonna get every opportunity, every chance to make you doubt yourself and to just keep you where you are, because we have a natural need to remain consistent with the way our life are. We love familiarity, the comfort zone, so to speak. And so if it starts to feel a little bit uncomfortable, you know that you are knocking on the door of the unknown, because it's unpredictable. And this is where the magic happens, when you let life meet you and mirror back to you your new state of consciousness. Let me know what you think down in the comments, guys. I hope this video is helpful. Please help me by growing this channel, by subscribing to this channel if you want to see more video like this, guys. I will see you next time. Be well.